So this is your pre-recorded math lesson for Friday. It is lesson 1401. So we have skipped the pretest and we're just starting right into the lesson for the sake of time. This is kind of an important lesson. I'm glad we're getting into it right before the testing because it is important to learn how to do it. There are just really two things you really need to learn about this one. And that is when you see a coordinate pair. So when you see two numbers like a 3 and a 4, the first number is the x-axis. That's the one that goes x across, right? So you always go across first. And in this case, you always go to the right on the x-axis. That's the first number. And then the other one tells you how many to go up or down when we get into that point. But at this point, it's all positive numbers. So it's just to the right and then up. That's all you have to remember. X on the bottom and then Y goes up. Why? I don't know. So let's take a look at that lesson, 1401. If you've ever played Battleship, this should be pretty easy for you. Here it is. It's 9 pages long. On page 1, you'll see that it says Carter the cartographer. You're going to learn to recognize the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so the x-axis goes across, like you're crossing your arms. The y-axis goes up because a y points up, right? You're going to identify an ordered pair and explain the relationship between how you would find it on a coordinate plane. So you should be able to plot things onto a coordinate plane and remove them. Your assignment for this is on the last page. It's Carter the cartographer. Cartographer is a person who makes maps. And here it is. It has you label the x-axis. Oh, it's right here, x. That's like super important to be able to do that. The y-axis up here. The origin, that's 0, 0. That's right here. That's the origin. And then each point with the correct letter. Remember that that first one tells you how many to go to the right. And the second one tells you how many up. So 1 and then 5, there's A right there. 4 and then 6, there's B. 5 and then 1, there's C. If it has 0, it means you're right on the axis. So it says use this coordinate plane. This is a coordinate plane, this kind of graph paper, to answer questions 5 through 8. 5, circle the correct answer. What are the coordinates? Coordinates are 2 numbers of point A. Well, point A, we have to go to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 6. Make sure you're double checking it. So it should be 4, 6 right there. What are the coordinates of point B? 2, and then all the way up to 9, 2, 9. Okay. Here, Allie identified it wrong because she confused her X and Y axes. So that's the assignment, but I want you to go through it carefully and make sure you really lock this one in. It's not hard. This is a real easy assignment, but you'll need to know it. So this is like a number line. This is like a horizontal number line. It's flat. It's the x-axis. This is like a vertical number line, 0 on up, and it's the y-axis. A coordinate plane is when you put them together so you can find a point in space. Finding the location of a coordinate plane. You should watch this video. It's going to explain it. I'm not going to show it to you right now. I sure hope that the recording's going. Yeah, it is recording. Okay, if you go on to page 3, it's going to start practicing. So to create a coordinate plane, we begin by drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. You draw an x-axis on the bottom. I don't think they're going to have you make a coordinate plane. They're mostly going to have you mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The y-axis goes up like a y, and it's 0, and then you'd mark it 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 isn't down here. The 1 is up 1. Place an arrow at the end showing it could go on forever. Right? We're only doing it 10, 10, but it could go on forever. Here's the origin. It's where the axes, and to make it plural, you put an E in there. I didn't know what the difference is between that word and axes that you would chop with, but anyway, there's where the axis, the origin is, 0, 0. It's right there. And they talked to you a little bit about building a coordinate plane and labeling it. On page 4, you start looking at it. Here's the x coordinate, comes first to the side and then up and down. First to the side, then up. First to the side, slide to the side, and go up, okay? The x coordinate is the first number. The y coordinate is the second number. When you're making a map, that's how you find things. So on here, it's not zeros, but it's the longitude, the fat way, the long one, and the latitude. Actually, this is the latitude, fat, lat, and the longitude is this way. So the longitude is your y-axis, your latitude is your x-axis, and then you can say, oh, Miami, Florida is at 80 degrees west, and then you go up to 26 degrees north, and that helps you find things in the world. What are the coordinates of the plotted point on this coordinate plane? Okay, think about it. See if you can tell what they are. Right here, you slide to the side 8, so 8, and you go up 2. 8, 2 should have been your answer. 8, and then 2, 8, 2. So if you were plotting that, you'd go over 8, up 2, and put a dot right at the point where they cross. All right, I told you this was easy. Locate it on the plane. Determine the ordered pair of the plotted point on the coordinate plane. What is this one? If you said 4, 6, you were right. There's the 4. There's the 6. Woohoo! Guys are rocking this. Finding coordinates. It's important to be able to locate coordinates. So when you look at this, you have to say, where is this? Well, it is 4. So this feels like you're going down, but you're going over 4 and up 2. So this is 4, 2. This one is 7 over and 1 up. This one is 5 over and 5 up. This one is 0 over and 6 up. So it's 0, 6 for A. A little tricky. All right. So that's all there is to it. Good luck. If you have any questions, email me. Make sure you practice this one before we start that math test next week. Great.